We have another stop on us. Anyway, I'm happy that you're all here. Nice to see you all. Yeah, when I was preparing the Sunday service, because for me, Sunday service is never about inspiration that comes to me that I should talk about or things like this. I always do pray that I can understand what God wants to say. And this time, what came was a responsibility. I was very surprised because me, myself, I really don't like responsibility. But anyway, yeah, it wasn't, it's probably most of you know when you talk with our Heavenly Parent, it's never simple. It's never, when she, they say something, there is so much love and so much care behind it, so much more deeper meaning than just heavy burden or whatever we many times can feel. And so when I was exploring with Heavenly Parent about responsibility, then it's how to say, like Heavenly Parent showed me that the first responsibility that he gave was to Adam and Eve. And so I went back to the Bible. I read in the beginning, what was it? And of course, God didn't say, I give you responsibility. He gave them blessing. He gave them the 3 blessings to be fruitful, to multiply, and to conquer, or to, have dominion over all living other things. And so, yeah, from what I understood is that it's same for us. Responsibility is not something heavy, it's the blessing, Each of us our only responsibility that we have is to, to receive the 3 blessings that God gave us. And then I was wondering, what did Adam and Eve did to receive the blessings? They were just, can anyone say what did they do to receive blessing from God? What did they do? Something, yeah. Because whatever you read in the Bible, there's nothing said about that, they did some amazing, incredible things to receive the blessing from God. They were just born. They were just God's children, and God was very happy and he gave them the blessing. So from this, I like what Heavenly Parent showed me is that it's same for us. Like, we don't have to do anything. We just have to be born as God's children. This is the only thing that is required for anyone to receive blessing, just to be God's child. You don't have to do conditions. You don't have to do fasting. You don't have to be the champion of the world, to receive blessing from God. The only thing is to be a God's child. And I know it's, because we know the history, Adam and Eve, they fell off, I would say, from the track being God's children. So there was long history of restoration and indemnity for God to bring everybody back to this place where they can say, yes, I'm God's child. And it was very hard, very painful history, and only thanks to all people in the history and finally true parents that we are here and we have the possibility to say I'm God's child. And then I was thinking, yeah, I mean, not really thinking, I was talking with Heavenly Parent. I was like, yeah, but there's still, I'm so bad and I have the fallen nature and I have this, how how am I, going to say I'm God's child, I'm God's daughter? And again, Heavenly Parents said, okay, so what did Adam and Eve did to be born as God's children? Did they did they do something to do it? Like what a baby does to be born as a baby to the world. It doesn't do anything. It just kind of surrender itself to be pushed out from the womb. The only kind of things that the baby has to do is to let go. It has to let go. It cannot be stubborn and want to stay in the womb. This is the only thing that the child has to do. And it's same for us. We have to stop, be stubborn, and dwell on our guilty conscience, on the accusations that come from everywhere. Oh, you're not worthy enough. You know, you're a bad person. You don't do this and you don't do that, and you don't take care about other people. And you know yourself. There's so many things that come to every one of us. You know why we are not qualified to be God's children, and it's not like this because many of you are parents, some of you not, but it's the same. Like for me as a parent, if I look at my child, does the child need to clean his room, to do the dishes, to come to hug me, to write me poems, or whether to be my child? No, I don't. It's just my child. And it's same for you, like you who don't have children, like you know that you are your parents' child because the parents love you. And they love you. It doesn't matter what you do. If you do the dishes or don't do the dishes, if you clean your room or if you help them, I don't know, cook or whatever, this doesn't give you the value to be the child of your parents. The value comes from the love of your parents. So if your parents love you, this means you are their child. And we know true parents love us very much. Heavenly Parent loves us very much. And this is our value. This is our qualification to be their children. And the rest is up on us. Do we keep stick to be accused by spiritual world, by other people, that we are not God's children? Or do we know because we receive the love of our Heavenly Parent and true parents, then we know that we are their children. And we know that doesn't matter what we do in our life, this value doesn't change. If we don't go against them, if we don't go against their love, this doesn't change. And today in the morning when I was doing some prayer and things, I was wondering because as probably many people, you know, when I sit down in the prayer, the first things comes, oh my goodness, you know, I'm so bad, you know, what am I going to talk to Heavenly Parent, you know? And so all kind of like heavy things came. Oh, look at you, you know, your past 2 weeks, you know, like you said you will do your conditions. You didn't do any. You know, look at the past week. What did you do? You didn't do nothing. And I was sitting there and I was like, yeah, it's true. But then I was like, I don't feel bad about it because this doesn't give me my value. This, if I do the condition or if I do the prayers or if I do things that I said that I will do, this still doesn't change that I'm God's child. And when I said this, all the kind of, I don't know what I would say, accusations, all the things that came to attack, you know, to explain to me why I'm a bad person and why I should not be God's child, they just disappeared. They just were like, and just Heavenly Parent was there and he was like, I want that you will do things because you just feel like you want to do them, not because someone pushed you, not because you feel guilty that you are not doing them. This is not what I want. I love you and I want that you do things, whatever you want to do. And that's it. I don't need you to, you know, to do prayer conditions. I don't need you to do fasting. I don't need you to, I don't know what, do some exercise or whatever you decide to do as a condition. I don't want you any of this to do. If you want to do it, you're doing it for yourself, to feel, you know, that, what is it? you are growing, things that, like if you do like physical things, that you're taking care about your health, all this stuff. But this is all for you. You are not doing it for me. Like you are not doing it for Heavenly Parent. You're doing it for yourself, to grow in your heart, to mature as a person. And this is just part of the life. And I was very surprised, like how simple things are. That they are not complicated. And thanks to True Parents and all the foundation that they laid for us, it's so easy now for anyone to say, I'm God's child, which was never possible before in the history. And it's very precious, but at the same time, it's like the basic of all the basics. Because once we are born as God's children, then we can start to grow, we can start to have maturity, we can multiply, we can have dominion, have all the blessings that God prepared for us. The only things we need to do is be a God's child, be God's son or daughter, and yeah. And I know it's hard because I can probably, by what I experienced today in the morning, I can imagine that it's not easy even for the baby in the womb to be born. So it's not easy for any of us to be born because we have to really let go. You have to let go. It's like you just surrender and you just say, okay, this is it. I am God's child and I just want to be embraced by the love that, Heavenly Parents and True Parents has for me. And there is no accusation, there is no conditions, there is nothing. There's just unconditional, pure, true love that doesn't want anything, that just wants to embrace us. So, yeah. So this is responsibility. Responsibility is a blessing. Our responsibility is to be embraced by God and True Parents. And the rest just follows. So, short Sunday service, but yeah, it's cold and miserable outside. So hopefully we can now have nice cup of tea and warm up. So thank you so much for listening. And I will conclude with a prayer. Our beloved Heavenly Parent and True Parents, it's so nice that we could gather here in person and also online. Thank you so much that everyone is okay after all the storm that passed through Ireland, and thank you so much for protecting everyone. And I really pray that we can think about the past week and to see what you are guiding through us, what you wanted to tell us, what you wanted to teach us, and that we can open our minds and hearts to learn from all these things and to become wiser and more mature for the week coming ahead, and to really receive all your love that you have for us, all the love that True Parents has for us, and that each one of us will be proud of this, that we are your children and that we have your blessings, and that we can spread all this amazing news that everyone is God's child, that we will spread it around other people, because this is what you want. This is all about what the entrance ceremony that will be in April is about, that you can have all your children of the world with you on earth and also in the spiritual world. So thank you so much for everything that we receive from you every day, and thank you that we can meet and we can share with each other, and I would like to ask that you can guide us throughout the coming week, and would like to offer now this report and prayer on behalf of all of us. In my name, Monika Tinevoa, blessing to our family. Aju. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Monika. Always sweet about hearing about parental love, and also just some thoughts on responsibility and maybe trying to get rid of some of our troubles so we can look towards living with God. So thank you for that. We'll go on to our last song. So if everyone can stand up. And as for announcements, I can call up Eli to give the announcements.
Okay, everyone. It's good to see everyone survive the storm. There's a little bit of excitement, I think. It shows you kind of